everybody. I am Guillermo Garcia, a PhD candidate at the Institute of Environmental Studies at the Vrije Universiteit Amsterdam, which is one of the partners of NATURANCE. And I'm here to discuss the outcomes of our innovation lab, which was focusing on improving the current assessment methods for the benefits of nature-based solutions for climate risk. On the one hand, the risk reduction benefits, we were focusing on flood risk, and on the other hand, the co-benefits. To do so, we used the case study of the European floods of 2021, which impacted several countries in Central Europe in July. And in particular, Germany and the Netherlands and Belgium were heavily impacted by this. And we will use the region of the Netherlands that suffered the most from this flooding, which is Limburg, as a case study. And once we design these improved methods with the help of the Innovation Lab and the stakeholders, we will apply and quantify the results using the case study of Limburg. So this intense rainfall that happened in 2021 was actually an exceptional event and had a major social impact. The amounts of rainfall and river discharges measured have never been so high recorded in the summer. And the devastating consequences actually highlighted the lack of preparedness for climate risk adverse events in the Netherlands. So right now, there are several hybrid nature-based solutions that are being considered in Limburg to reduce flood risk, improve insurability, and reduce the number of claims as well. But there's a need to strengthen the current models that accurately measure the impact of nature-based solutions on risk reduction and co-design with relevant stakeholders improve methods for assessing this risk reduction and the co-benefits of nature-based solutions. In order to do this, we do this in order to inform investment decisions for insurers, as if we manage to quantify the risk accurately, they can plug this into their models and make investment decisions regarding nature-based solutions if they are proved to be effective. And similarly, we want to do this comprehensive view that also includes co-benefits, so we can also have the public sector interest because these co-benefits are for wider society. So the first session, we had 3 sessions. The first one was to introduce the lab to the key stakeholders of the Dutch financial sector. We did it at the headquarters of the Dutch Association of Insurers. And we got feedback and ideas on how to set up the lab. We explained the problem to our stakeholders. And we invited them to our second session, which was the main one for the risk reduction aspect. And we just invited, I think we were around 15 stakeholders from the insurance and financial sector, plus the members of academia from IBM, also Rabobank, and the Dutch Association of Insurers, ACMEA. And we first introduced our new object-based method that will be able to account for small-scale nature-based solutions, which is the one that we plan to implement in Limburg. And the insurers were actually quite positive because they didn't have this model in-house, this capacity. So it was quite interesting to see how the physical damage of natural hazards can be used by these insurers to estimate premiums. We also have the dynamic integrated flood insurance model that we use to actually do this link from physical damage to insurability premiums, and also how the protection gap will maybe become smaller as more people can afford insurance now, and some regions in the Netherlands might even become insurable where they were not in the past if the correct measures can be implemented. Then the last session focused on the assessment of co-benefits of nature-based solutions. We had some stakeholders from Limburg that we discussed with them a new choice experiment that we are planning to deploy in September this year to assess how people value different co-benefits of nature-based solutions. And one thing that we really wanted to do as well was to introduce these benefits, because in this literature review that we conducted last year, we found out that this is actually lacking in most of the assessments of co-benefits. So one of these benefits that they highlighted a lot, the stakeholders, and that we're planning to introduce is the land use change, right? These nature-based solutions might take up a lot of space that might belong to agriculture or other private owners, and what to do with this space or how to be efficient with the use of space is one of the main concerns, and we're planning to introduce this in our choice cast for the choice experiment. And another interesting highlight from the stakeholders was that they're planning to introduce hybrid solutions at the moment, and not only nature-based solutions. So it's quite interesting that they're planning to combine both measures and trying to see before they make any actual decisions what would be the most effective way of doing it. To wrap up, this was, I think, a very useful innovation lab for us. It will be able to inform future research for NATURANCE, and also the future quantification of benefits of nature-based solutions that we will use for our case study. And we will be looking forward to implement all of this knowledge that we gain from our stakeholders in the future. Thank you so much for listening.